Pause play.
Hello and welcome to Pause Play. I'm your host, Jonathan London, and your quest for DVD and Blu-ray news ends right here. Is it on? I don't need special glasses or anything? Okay. Well, as if last week's episode wasn't enough evidence, we here at Pause Play are on the cutting edge of technology. And we've decided to shoot this episode at 48 frames per second, just like this week's first release. Peter Jackson's attempt at staying relevant, The Hobbit. That's mean. That is just mean.
You'll have a tale or two to tell when you come back.
All jokes aside, I was actually a big fan of this movie, and not just because I like to see little people scour mountaintops for 3 hours, but because I also support advancements in cinematic technology. All right, are we ready for this? Let's push it. All right, boys, crank this baby to 120 frames per second.
And that is where Hobbit babies come from.
Whoa, 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 this was all a mistake. 120 frames per second was way too fast. Let's take it back. All the way back. Whoa! The Hobbit is available on Blu-ray 3D Combo Pack for $27.99, and thankfully not in 48 frames per second.
Gandalf!
Our next movie is Time Rider, The Adventures of Lyle Swan, the 1982 Fred Ward cult classic about a time-traveling off-road motorcycle racing champion who's sent back to the Old West. Yippee!
Only trouble was, he didn't know it.
Where'd it go? I don't know.
Although I've never dreamt of becoming an off-road motorcycle racing champion, I do wish that I had the power of time travel. Wait, we do. Listen, don't do it, okay? This joke is intensely racist, and that mask, it's covered in sex. Please don't. You end up catching a nasty disease that stays with you forever. Wait, he can't hear me. All right, guess I'm gonna have to take the medication. Oh! Now, some would use the power of time travel to benefit the greater good. Maybe they would go and save JFK or kill Hitler. But me, I'm a simple man. I would train my 5-year-old self how to wink. Also out on new release, we got Zero Dark 30. It suffers from the exact same fate as Titanic. No, not sinking. Just that you already know the ending. Schoolgirl Hitchhikers. This is the 1973 B movie that your dad masturbated to. Badlands on Criterion. This week's Criterion release tackles burning love on the Great Plains in 1959. But at least Sissy Spacek is like hot in the movie, right? Bachelorette. It's basically The Hangover for girls. Our audience is gonna love it. And now here to close out the show, the wizard in gray himself, Gandalf.
Yes, oh yes, thank you, London. Quite the hobbit that London, Jonathan, he is. I'm Gandalf the Grey here in Middle Meta Cafe to remind you, keep it secret, keep it safe, and for the love of God, subscribe. Press play, you fools!
Gandalf!